Hi, I'm Andrea from iubenda. As first, a small fact. 350 million websites in the world have a problem in common. It's writing the privacy policy. It's required by law everywhere, and current solutions just suck. Today, web designers, developers, and web agencies can hire a lawyer, of course, but it's expensive. Or they can do nothing and take a risk, or again, just copy and paste, but it still takes hours. And what if your client takes fines? Wouldn't you love a product that generates for you the privacy policy, which is compliant, remotely updated and beautiful design, which takes just 5 minutes and is a win-win for you and your client, or eventually make you a coffee? No, I'm just kidding. Now this product is real. It's called iubenda, and it's a privacy policy generator. So basically, maybe you make templates, legal templates. The answer is no. No and no. We rethought from scratch how legal documents are written. We divided it into parts, then added labels to the parts, and hid the legal jargon to the end user. So how it looks like? Maybe a never-ending list of forms? Again, no. We have just 3 steps. The first is press a few buttons referring to services such as Google Analytics or the registration, then type the website owner, and embed the piece of code which shows a small icon linking to the privacy policy. So the privacy policy, you have this icon, you click on it, and okay, boom, a beautiful privacy policy pops up. A real piece of design, usability, and information architecture. There is, of course, a link at the bottom that links to the legal part, the legal version of the privacy policy with all the clauses. It's simple, readable, beautiful. It's hosted by us, so you don't have to worry about it. We take care of it, and but it's still seamlessly integrated with your own website. So no more legal jargon no one reads. Instead, the best privacy policy ever right onto your website. So money, we have free plans for starters, and then premium plan for $50 per year per website with multiple translations, white label, and more services like Google Analytics and so on. We help save $1,000 of legal fees for each website, another $500 of translations, and $50,000 on potential fines. This is a big deal. About user acquisition, our strategy is made of 3 points. The first is adopters show and market the product. The second is massive link building, since the privacy policy, the icon links to our website, and then it means being on top of Google. This is an outstanding strategy for that. And then resell with hosting providers whenever a website, a domain name is yearly renewed. To that, we have 3,000 users on the waiting list, 2.5 million page views covered by our privacy policy thanks to the beta testers. What we delivered is receive funding, ship the alpha version, check need and willingness to pay, product fit with the beta testers, and a complete redesign which is coming this month. This month we plan to ship the public beta, start building, partner with hosting providers as many as we can, and raise a Series A. So if you manage an early stage fund, please talk. Let's talk. Then we'll expand to more legal documents. Terms of service will be the first, because we think that the legal world must yet be disrupted by technology, and we are ready for that for the long run. Thank you. This is the team. We have more than 10 years each of experience. There is a lawyer course. We developed, shipped the apps for millions and millions of users. I'm done. You can start clapping. Thanks. Thank you. Who's first?
Marco Salvatori. The mic is coming. Two.
Thank you. I see a lot of localization in the product you do. How would you cope with it?
Okay, we already have a product which is viable for both Italy and in English for US and wherever you can, wherever you want. What we'll do is have a strategy to deal with it. The first point is that we don't manage multiple privacy policies. We built a privacy policy to rule them all. So we keep the strictest rules on a single privacy policy, and that's a way to deal with multiple countries. The second is to audit every country's law every 2 months to double check if our privacy policy is compliant.
Paolo Geses.
Very nice idea, but it is defensible. I mean, or which is the competition?
Yeah, I think that every web product has a defensive weakness. Every web product, since everything is quite replicable. But we have a few strengths that can deal with that. The first is that the product is very distinctive, is beautifully designed, and it markets itself, and it's a brand itself, our privacy policy. Then our users link to our website and show an icon, and this is viral, and when you have many users with it, you gain awareness, and this is difficult to eradicate. The third point is that the link building part. When you have, let's say, even 10,000 users, which is pretty weak, you have 10,000 backlinks to your website, and this is really difficult to replicate for others, since that means that we are already on top of Google on privacy policy related queries, and Google can gain many traffic. Okay.
Other questions? Gianluca?
I have no questions. I mean, I just, since nobody's asking questions, just wanted to say that when we invested in this guy, I think we've done investment on Andrea specifically. I think you've shown in this presentation the kind of people that we need to bootstrap this country and turn it over. I mean, if we can find like another 100 like this, we're done. You know, our pension plans will be paid by him. So, good luck.
Thank you.
So I have a conflict of interest. I'm sure I'm an investor, so I shouldn't say.
I have no conflict of interest, but I agree with you. So. So any other questions from the floor? Marco? One from the front. Two from the floor. Okay, try to.
Hi, my question would be, who's going to take the cost of potential litigations if you take care of all the legal part?
Okay, we are not legal consultants, so there is always a place, even with this product, for lawyers and attorneys. Since the product provides a service for helping you to build the privacy policy, you are still in control of what you generate, and you are the ultimate to be responsible for what happens in terms of liability.
Okay.
Can I?
Yes.
Can you elaborate a little more on how frequently you have to update the compliance of the statements, and about your recurring business model? You host the page, so you have a sort of liability, as far as I understand.
The first question is how many. Okay. I think that we plan to do it every 2 months. We have to say that the privacy laws maybe are different over countries, but what impacts the privacy policy is really the same both in the US and both in Europe. So it's not really hard to manage those laws. Actually, we found that with a weak overview of every country's law, there are no at all or just slightly details. There are no at all differences between countries. In Europe, for example, it's the European Union to make laws on that. The second question was why we have a hosted solution, and if we have liability on that. Of course, we don't get any liability at all. The user knows it, and you have a cheap product which is really easy to use, ready to use with no lawyers involved, really simple. But of course, you have something that it's cheap. If you want something really made on top of you, you hire a lawyer. You have to pay. This is a solution for the mass. Oops.
So no airbag.
Come?
No airbag. Okay. So final super quick question from Giuseppe Serazzi.
Thank you. If you don't assume any responsibility, being a customer of you, I would be forced anyway to consult a lawyer. So I don't save too many money coming with you instead of giving directly to the lawyer the money.
The answer is no. It's still good to be with us since we can cover 99% of the need for a website. And let me say that our privacy policy is much more detailed than the average privacy policy. Basically, we can't technically get the liability, but it's the same because we get a reputation responsibility. If we are doing really our best to have our privacy policy, to keep our privacy policy really compliant, or we are out of business in a month. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.